Hello and welcome to 2026 and our first downshift of the year.
It is.
I'm William Hall. I own all of this schmozzle, and this is Greg Kowalski. He's in charge of making all the things that go with the schmozzle.
I make the schmozzle.
So let's have a chat about what we're doing in 2026, what's happened, what's going to happen. Yeah, let's have a chat.
Let's do this.
So let's kick off with some sprint cars, some new sprint cars.
New sprint cars, yes, but also with a few extra additions that we were talking about probably on last year's Downshift. Yeah, we've made a few modifications to the tools to make them a bit more accurate to what the actual cars are, and here's a couple of examples, all tarted up in their decorations and stuff.
So a couple we should clarify are actual production samples, and one is our first decorated sample. The production samples you may or may not have seen because they were actually team exclusives. So we've got Jock's A1 from 2023, I want to say, and the Corey Day car from last year's High Limits. Last year being still current season, but December last year.
Yeah, those who know.
Get all the 25s and 26s all sorted. So these have got sort of, or each one has a different set of our new tools.
Yeah, so each car basically has its own hood set. Actually, also not only that, arm guards are different on these two as well. We also have another arm guard set that works for the Brady racing cars because they've got a slightly more kick out on the side of the arm guard. So we've got a whole bunch of tools that are kicking around to make their sprint cars work more effectively as what they really are.
And so we'll just use those as and when, obviously, we have a team or a car that requires that slightly different tool.
Yeah, that was probably one of the biggest complaints we had about last year's Carl Larson car is the hood wasn't right because we didn't have any tool apart from the one that we already had. So we've gone this year and actually done the proper tool for that car, which is also pretty much what JPM run as well.
Well, and the arm guard not being there.
Yeah, so it's more true to life than it was last year, and a few more dollars in the bank for Kyle this year.
Yes, a winner as well.
Yeah, so this year they bumped another 10 grand into the high limits winning, and he walked away with it, and we were there, and he managed to suck on the giant bottle of champagne as well.
At one point. Imagine owning the series and just coming back and just sort of writing the check and then taking the check with you.
Yeah, well, it's not a bad way.
Handy for some. Handy for some. So with regards to the tooling change, particularly with the hoods, we're now a die-cast hood.
Yeah.
So our first set were an ABS, a plastic hood. So we've now gone down the path of the proper alloy die-cast hood. But they also mate with sort of the scoop underneath the front wing as well, don't they?
Yeah. So when I say hood, it's basically a hood set. So it's actually the bit that goes over the top of the engine and the bit that goes underneath the front wing. They basically have to all align with each other. So it's a hood set for each one. And we've now got 5 in the family. So we've got a bit to choose from now.
And so hopefully as we've been rabbiting on here, Ben's been putting in some B-roll of each of the different sets. So you'll get a bit of an idea of exactly what has changed between each one. And hopefully, as we grow our collection of sprint cars, you'll be able to see the differences as they shuffle through.
Yeah. There's always more stuff that we could do. It's just sort of figuring out how we're going to do it and when. If we start to modify tools too much, that basically kills production. So we have to be a little bit smart about how we do things. But definitely got plans to do more.
Yeah, because the one thing, and I think we've said it on this show as well, we went in thinking that a sprint car is a sprint car, and we quickly found out that a sprint car is not a sprint car. There is so many different sets of bodywork and different ways people set them up. So for all intents and purposes, they look the same, but
to the untrained eyes, they're all the same. But they're most certainly not.
To our untrained eyes when we first kicked this project off.
Well, if you recall, when we started this, neither of us really knew whether anybody would want to buy our stuff, and all of a sudden went nuts, and we went, okay, now we have to invest our time and money back into the tool. So that's what we do. So
and that's part of it too. Is now we've got it up and running. Is we can see the light. We can see that there's investment that's needed, and we are putting in the extra dollars as we go along to kind of, as I say, grow the catalogue of what we're able to do.
Yeah.
So now heading back into something that's a little more in our wheelhouse, something we've had a bit more history with.
A little bit. We might know a thing or two about these cars now.
We are moving on to our 2025 Bathurst winner. So we obviously announced this back in October when Matt and Garth crossed the finish line. But now we're starting to see our samples of the products started to come through. So we've got the 3 scales here. We've got the 1/18th, the 43rd and the 1/64th. 1/18th and the 1/43rd we have discussed at length on socials and, as I say, on the order form, etc. The 1/64th, not so much just yet.
Yeah.
But we'll have some news on that in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, wanted to kind of just show off where we're up to with the Bathurst winner. Obviously, these things do take time. We didn't have the livery files, etc., for these until basically the week of Bathurst.
Yeah,
so
it was a week after, actually. So, yeah, it took a little bit of time to get them extracted from the team and sent off. But,
and again, we don't know who's going to win it until the Sunday of.
No, we don't have a crystal ball. So.
No. So, as I say, the process takes a little bit of time. But here we are with the 3 scales. Now, the one other little bit of new tooling, I guess, with regards
to these, bit of fun stuff,
is the sort of winners board that they bounce into in Pertec Victory Lane.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a new not tool, I guess, for us because it's a photo etch.
Yeah, so it's photo etch steel, I guess it is, and then it just gets folded up into that shape. But it's actually a pretty good representation of the pit board, whatever you want to call it. That they actually use in Victory Lane. And obviously the 18th will come with the Peter Brock trophy as well. That's pretty much how it goes.
Don't get a sample of that, given that we've
we've seen it 10,000 times before. You could probably find one if we had a look around.
Yeah.
And obviously at some point later on, we'll also have the 12 scale to deal with as well.
Yes.
So yeah, if you want the monster, it's coming. You're just going to have to wait a while, that's all.
Yeah, that's right. So with these ones, our theory behind these will be if it's a Bathurst winner or a championship winner or something like that is kind of a little bit special, then it'll come with one of these. We may also do these separately, but not at this stage. They're going to be with the winners at this point. But obviously there's second and third as well. There's a few other options we've got with that now. We've got that tool. So that's just something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Right, so next up, again, something new for us, I guess.
Well, new for everyone, really.
Well, yeah, I guess so. It's, of course, the Blanchard Racing Red Bull. No, not quite. So this is the Red Bull Ampol livery that they used in February, I'm pretty sure it was February last year, to announce their move from GM to Ford. So we got these done nice and early to celebrate our new partnership with 888. So they've been released now in the 1/18th and the 1/43rd. Again, 1/64th collectors. You are not missing out. There is something coming. So be sure to stay on our socials for the next few weeks. There'll be something there for you. Yeah. But for the 1/18th and the 1/43rd, you can get on our website now, particularly for the 18th. The 1/43rds have already
just
sold
about
gone. So 1/18th we've still got a few left off. So jump on our website and do that. Yeah. Obviously, it's last year's
it's not
car. It's not this year's car. So they'll be releasing this weekend. On Saturday, the 2026 livery. So we're looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, so further to that, we are actually going to be doing a few other liveries before we actually get to the season livery, which will be announced in short order. There's obviously the, what would you call it, Vegas livery, I guess, driven by a certain person.
I think they're calling it the Vegas livery.
I think we'll probably do the same. And then obviously there's also the Aero Parity liveries that we'll be doing for all cars.
Yes.
But Mustang especially.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes open for those. And I'm kind of looking forward to see what they do with this year's season livery for Red Bull. So
it feels like just generally everyone's kind of kicking off livery season quite late.
Yeah.
We're only a couple of weeks away from the season and we really haven't seen anyone yet.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. Yeah, normally by this time there's a lot more chatter going on, but it's almost radio silence. So hopefully it's okay.
Hopefully it all kicks off this Friday and we start seeing some new liveries.
Yeah,
kind of looking forward to it.
Otherwise I'll be out of a job, I guess. Anyway.
So that's sort of things that we've either had done, are doing, have been released. Everyone's kind of half seen before, but it's
Yeah.
kind of new.
So yeah, existing stuff. I guess.
Existing stuff. But we're in 2026. So what on earth are you doing this year that might be different that people haven't seen before?
Ah, you mean the non-existent stuff?
Yeah, correct. That's
Well, it exists partially.
I can see it exists in some form.
This is a little sneak peek for anybody who knows. It belongs in a certain Australian motor car of the, I guess you could call it the origami-styled variety.
Yes.
A bit of an icon, especially these days. It's taken a little bit of time for it to come around again. Yeah, we've been working on this in the background for a little while. We're starting to get to the point where, objects are starting to sort of fall out of 3D printers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those who know will know. Yeah.
Again, Ben will give you a slightly closer look at what we're talking about.
Yeah, because like literally it's about the size of a 50-cent piece.
Yeah. Well, in 1/18th, that's all they are.
Yeah, like surprisingly small, but
Literally 1/18th the size of what it would be.
Yes.
So we've probably, it would be a good 18 months we've been working on this project, I reckon.
Yeah, probably.
And it's been on and off just as we've been finding donor cars and what have you to scan and just generally Gen 3 got in the way for a little while as well. So yes, we're quite looking forward to announcing something on this in the very near future.
Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled and keep your ears open, and yeah, when something happens, you'll be across it. Not only this, we've got a few other bits and pieces in the wings. Maybe a little bit of additional track stuff for sprint car people. That's probably about all I can say before I get myself into big trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, a few little bits and pieces going on in the background. A few more resin projects will be coming out this year. Yeah, just stay tuned and we'll keep dumping stuff into your lap. Yeah, more cars will come.
Moral of the story, stay tuned, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will do probably 3 or 4 of these as the year progresses, where we just try and bring you up to speed with a few of the things that we've got going on in the background as we get some new samples and tooling and what have you. We'll release them through. So yes, like, subscribe, share, all of those things that people say at the end of these videos.
Yeah, all of that guff.
But yes, it's 2026. It's going to be a big year.
Yep, it's going to be wild. So hold on to your hats.